So when I told you that it would be your first homework grade of the quarter,
I knew it was going to be our first quarter.
yeah. Alright guys, does anybody need me to go over 21? You should have gotten an E. Nobody? What about in my bed? Asleep. Oh. Alright, so nobody needs 21?
Oh yeah, which homework were you turning in?
The only homework we've done.
Just not the one that was in this one?
No, that was a review. Alright. What about 22? 22 should have been J. Anybody need 22? Yes? Okay, the cool thing about this is that even though they gave you determinants, they reminded you what you needed to do. So where's A and D at? Across, they're on diagonals, right? So you multiply those two, and then you subtract and multiply those two. That's what we did in matrices way back when. Alright, so instead of 2x, what does that need to become? 2 times negative 3. Negative 6. Instead of 5x, what's it need to become? Yep. And 3y. And 4y. 8. Very good. So now find the determinant. You multiply. What's that give you? Negative 48. And then it told you you're going to subtract, right? And then you multiply these two. What's that give you? Negative 90. Very good. Alright, what do two negatives make? Positive, and add those two together, and what do you get? 42. Y'all okay? Alright, what about, what's the next one? 23? 23 should have been C. Does anybody need to go over that one? Anybody need that one? Alright, 24. 24 should have been G. Anybody need that one? Okay. Alright, last one. 25. Okay, let's see. 25 should have been D. Anybody need 25? Yes. Yes? Okay. So if you're traveling 200 miles in 5 hours, how do I write that? Okay, let's talk about 60 miles per hour. What does that mean?
60 miles an hour.
In 1 hour, right? So how would I write 60 miles in 1 hour so that I still got 60 back? 60 over how much? 1. Very good. Because the per, this is miles per. Per means to do what? Divide your hours, right? Does that make sense to everybody? So now how would I write the 200 miles? 200 over 5. And how many miles per hour is he traveling?
40.
How much?
I'm driving an hour, average per hour faster.
Guys, 200 divided by 5 is 40. Well, we had 40, and then we had 20, and then we had 1. So I was trying to make sure we all are on the same page. Alright, it wants them to drive 10 miles per hour faster. So if we're driving 40, what's 10 miles per hour faster? 50. You're still going to travel the same distance, right? Your distance is not changing. So 200 divided by what number is 50? 4. And if you want to do that real quick, do 200 divided by 50 and you'll get 4, okay? So his original or her original time was 5 and the new time is 4 hours. So how many hours did she save herself? 1 hour. That's where we got the D. Y'all okay with that? Okay. All right. Yesterday y'all did a 12-1 review. Are y'all okay on that one? Do y'all have any of them you want me to go over?
Yeah, 4 and 5 on both sides.
4 and 5 on both sides? Okay.
I think it's 4 and 5.
Okay. All right, we'll grab it real quick and let's see. Oh, that one just didn't have, it only told you A was acute. So you had to draw your picture?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I draw my picture, so if A is acute, then you can either make B the right angle or C the right angle. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Which one do you want to do? To make C the right angle? Okay, it really does not matter. Okay, so it told you that tangent of A, so which angle are you going off of? A is 3 over what number? Over 1. So what is tangent, guys? Opposite. So opposite is 3, and adjacent would be 1. It says what's the sine of A? So you need the hypotenuse. So remember that would be 1 squared plus 3 squared equals your hypotenuse squared. So that's 1 plus 9 is 10. And that'd be the square root of 10, right? Okay, so that would be sine is 3 over square root of 10. But remember, we did one of these the very first day. You cannot have square roots on the bottom. Look at you go. Very good job. So that would be, can I squeeze this in? That would be 3 square root of 10 over square root of 100 is 10. Very nice job, guys. Very nice. All right. Yeah, that's what we did. On the back? Yeah. Do we need to do 5 still?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Draw your triangle. So let's see. It said A was acute. So you want to do the same thing? C is the right? Okay. All right. Sine of A, so we're going off of A is opposite is 1 over 16 would be the hypotenuse. So that would be 16 squared equals 1 squared plus B squared. So that would be 16 squared minus 1 squared. 255 equals B squared. 255 is not a perfect square, so you would leave that right there. Let's say cosine. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, so that one was an easy one. You don't have to fix anything, so you're done. All right, any other ones on the front? Y'all are pretty good? Yeah? Okay. All right, Michaela, which one did you say on the back? Just one of 10, 11, or 12? Okay. Does anybody have a preference? 10, 11, or 12? Just one of them? Matthew, what other one did you need? You sure? Okay, yeah. Number 3, yeah. Okay, Michaela is 10 okay?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do 10. All right, so, oh, well, hold on a minute. 10's different. Do you want to do the one where you find the angle or do the one where you find the sides? The sides? Oh, okay, so you don't need the angles? Okay. Let's see. So we're going off of 41. The 28 is the adjacent. The y is the opposite. The x is the hypotenuse, okay? All right, so cover up one of your letters. You have adjacent and you have opposite. That's the tangent function. So you have tangent of 41. And tangent is opposite, which is y, over adjacent, which is 28. Then you multiply by 28. So you have 28 tangent of 41 equals y. Alright guys, what mode does your calculator have to be in? Degree mode, okay? Make sure that when you get your test, that's the first thing you check, especially if you're not using your own calculator. Alright, so you type it in, 28 tangent of 41, 24.340. What's wrong, D? Oh. You need to do the other one too, Michaela? You need to find y? You good? Okay. Alright, any other ones besides 3? Which one? Oh yeah, hold on, we'll do that in a minute. Let's go back to 3. The word problem one. Okay, oh, let's see. What's the direction set? Oh, this one just says find those 6 trig functions. So,
what's the breakdown in the square root?
yeah, look, if you do 3 square root of 3 squared, and then plus 3 squared, you can just plug it straight in your calculator like that. So 3 square root of 3 squared like that, and then plus 3 squared, and it'll give you 36. And then, so 36, so that means C equals 6, like that. Is that all you needed?
Yeah, I figured out myself.
Okay. All right, any other ones before we do that last one?
I just have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so you know how on number 10 you multiply by 28?
Wait, 10 on this page?
On the back.
On
I don't know. Yeah.
page 6 or page 7?
7.
Page 7, okay.
You know how you multiply by 28 on both sides?
Mm-hmm.
Would it give you the same answer if you multiply by y on both sides?
No. You've got to multiply whatever's on the bottom of your fraction. That's what you're dividing by.
Okay, that was because I multiplied by the variable on the front.
No, whatever's on the bottom. Now, if your variable is on the bottom, then you would multiply by your variable.
The variable is on the top on these.
Yeah, so multiply by what's on the bottom.
Okay.
That gives you a different answer. So make sure you multiply whatever's on the bottom is what you multiply by.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Let's see. John stands 150 meters away from a water tower. So do you draw a tower? You know you're gonna have a triangle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's John over here, and he stands 150 meters from a water tower. So where does 150 go? At the bottom. Okay, and okay, so and sights the top of the angle of elevation is 36 degrees. So where would the 36 degrees go if he's sighting the top of the angle, if he's looking?
No, the bottom.
Where he's looking, right here, this would be the 36 degrees. Yep. All right. If John's eyes are 2 meters above the ground, how tall is the tower? All right. So we want to find how tall the tower is, right? Okay. So we have tangent because we have an opposite and we have an adjacent.
Wait, so the 2 meters doesn't?
We're getting there. He comes in at the end. All right, so we have tangent of 36, and we have opposite, which is x, over adjacent, which is 150. Y'all okay so far? Good on the setup? All right, are y'all good with this? Where I put the 36 from? Does anybody not understand? Okay. All right, so then you multiply by 150, because Sydney, that 150 was on the bottom, right? So we multiply by that. And 8.981 meters, right? Okay, but that's not our answer because John his eyes are 2 meters off the ground, right? So that means that what we were looking at is from 2 meters. So we have an extra 2 meters down here. So you just add that 2 meters. Does that make sense to everybody? Mm-hmm. So that'd be, what, 110? Ooh, ran off my paper. Bless you. I can't write it down here. My paper's all messed up. 81 meters. Bless you. Y'all okay? I see some smiles. Some of y'all got that? Yeah? Good, good, good. Any other ones? Y'all okay on that? Pretty good stuff? Okay. All right. Oh, let's see. All right, so we're going to move on. We're going to move on to law of sines today, which you did in geometry. Ow. You did it in geometry, but we're going to do it again because we've got to use it for some stuff. All right. Y'all okay? Y'all tired? Yeah? Oh, hey, tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yeah. Okay, tomorrow we're going to do our last ACT Aspire interim. And what happens if you jumped your score 15%? Do you remember? If you jumped it 15%? No popsicle. I got a little bit of a party. We got an ice cream party or something. We'll have some kind of a party. But you got to jump that score from 67% to 72. No, 80. Oh, I can't add today. I'm on too many medicines. Anyway, jump at 15%.
We're taking the Aspire.
Aspire is 10th grade. So that'll be tomorrow.
What did you?
Same thing they did last time. I said 8th period. 8th period tomorrow. Alright, law of signs. Y'all ready? So on law of signs, if you're paying attention or not, you divide, and obviously what trig function are we going to use? Sine, right? Guys, pay attention. We'll talk about everything else later. Okay, so here's the question you need to ask yourself. Bless you. You're on a test, right? There's two things that's different about this stuff. Look at these problems down here. Do you notice one thing that's different? Thank you. There's no right angle, Matthew. Perfect. So when you're on a test and you're like, I don't know which way to move, first thing you have is no right angle. So law of signs, no right angle. Remember the sign for angle? Y'all okay so far? Alright, so that's your first step. First thing you look for is if there's no right angle, you're like, I could probably use the law of signs. Alright, second thing is you have to have a matching side and angle. You have to have two pairs. So you have to have two pairs of matching angles and sides. Y'all okay so far? Alright, let's look at number 1. First thing you notice. What's the first thing you notice about this?
No right angle.
Well, do I really know that yet? One of them I don't even have. How can I determine? Yep, so how can I figure out? Perfect. D, the easiest way is like D just said, but Sydney, that'll work too. If you want to add them up, then subtract them from 180, that'll work. But the fastest way is what D said, 180 subtracted from 106, subtracted from 44. And so what's that missing angle? 30. So now you definitely know that none of them are 90. Are y'all okay so far? Alright, so what do I mean by matching sides and angles? So, it's opposite, right? So, look at angle B. How much is angle B? 106. And do you see opposite of that is side B? Do you see how it's labeled? Okay, so that's a matching pair. What about angle A is 44. And then side A is how much? 8. And then angle C is 30. You don't know that one. Does that make sense so far? Okay, what's the matching angle and side that you know? A. Alright, so you do sine of A is 44 over that same side. What's the side A? 8. Are y'all okay with that so far? Okay, you have to find both of your sides. So it doesn't really matter which one you start with. Which one do you want to do first? Do you want to do B or do you want to do C? B? Okay, we're going to do them again. So, alright, so B was 106. So sine of 106 over side B. Are y'all okay? And now we're just going to have to do it again to find side C. So since you have an equal sign in the middle, what can you do? How? Do what? I'm stuffed up. Y'all got to speak up. I can't hear. Cross multiply. Very good. Alright, so cross multiply. Put that letter in front. You always do your letter or your number and then your sign. So B sine 44 equals. Then you always put your number or your letter in front. So it would be 8 sine of 106. Y'all okay so far? Alright, and then what would you do to get B by itself? Divide by what? Sine 44. Very good. And I don't really have a lot of room, so let's just plug that straight in our calculator. So we gotta have 8 sine of 106 divided by sine of 44. So what's side B? 11.070. Did it give us any meters or feet or anything? No. Y'all okay? Alright, now we just got to do it again and find side C. So do I want to use the side 8 again, or do I want to use the side B that I just found? Which one's the side 8? Because it's the most exact answer, right? So we're going to use sine of 44 over 8. And which one do we miss in C now? So sine of 30 over C. Are y'all okay on this so far? This is just a review from last year. Okay. Alright, cross multiply because there's an equal sign. So you'd have C sine of 44 equals 8 sine of 30. Divide. What'd y'all get? 5.758. Very good.
How did you get sine of 44 on the bottom?
Right here. You divide by sine of 44. Because that's what's what the C.
No, like when you cross multiplied, you got B sine of. Oh, never mind.
We're on this one. We're on the C.
No, I know, but I was still caught up in the first one.
You good? Okay. Are y'all okay? Okay. You think you can try those other 3? All right. If you want to work with a partner real quick, work with a partner and try those other 3. And then we'll go over the bottom 4 without the triangles. All right, guys. Jeremiah put up number 2 for us. You should have gotten 14.196 and 17.505, which most of y'all have already. Are y'all okay? Okay. Keep going on 3 and 4. If you're finished on 3 and 4 and you want to go ahead and draw your triangles for the bottom 4 and see what you can do with those, try that. Alright guys, Gracie just did number 3 for you. Check your answers, 4.888 and 3.057. Very good job, Gracie. Alright guys, here's number 4. 36.144 and 19.491. Make sure you got the same answers. You all okay? Yeah? Good? Okay. Alright, let's try these bottom ones. You ready? Okay, let's look at number 5. Number 5, you gotta draw a triangle. What kind of triangle are we gonna draw?
Scaling.
Very good. Very good. Alright, so we can label it however you want to label it. What do you want to put here?
H.
I'm going to put H. Okay. What do you want to put here? J there. Okay. Alright. Alright, it tells us that angle H is 53 degrees. And it tells us that angle J is 20 degrees. And it tells us side H is 31. Guys, where's side H at?
Across.
Across from angle. Does that make sense to everybody? Alright, so what is that missing angle? Very good. Very good. Is anybody lost about where we got 107 from? Good job, Sydney. Alright, so let's see. This would be side K, and this would be side J. So what do you want to do? Sine of which angle? Sine of H is 53 over side H is 31. Got to use the one you know first. Okay. Alright, so which one do you want to find first? Okay. Alright, so it'd be sine of 107 over side K. Are y'all okay so far? So the only thing different about these is that you just have to draw a triangle. Alright, so let's multiply. That would be K sine of 53 equals 31 sine of 107. Might have to grab a piece of paper for this one. He's kind of got to squeeze these in. So, did you get 37.120? Did I get that one? Okay, so let's use that same side we know, sine of 53 over 31, but this time we gotta find J. So sine of 20 over J. Y'all okay? Let's feel like y'all are already there. We're working ahead. Just fine. That's cool. So we got J sine of 53 equals 31 sine of 20. Divide by sine of 53. 31 sine 20 divided by sine 53. 13.276. Y'all get that? Y'all okay? Okay. We got 3 more to do. 6, 7, and 8. Let's do this. Let's do number 6, and then we'll do 7 and 8 tomorrow, okay? So do number 6. Let's go over number 6, and then we'll do 7 and 8 tomorrow. Alright, you ready for your homework tonight? Got one more homework. It is on the back of that page. It's on the back of that page. Alright, you ready? Circle these. Just certain ones. You ready? Certain ones. Say your homework. Number 1. Number 1. Number 2. So circle 1 and 2. Come on, guys. Circle 1 and 2. We're going to do 3 tomorrow together. So don't do 3 as homework. 3 is not homework. Let's see. 5. So 1, 2, and 5. 1, 2, and 5. Are y'all okay with that so far? 1, 2, and 5? Okay, so finish up 6. We're going to go over 6 to make sure we're all okay. And then we will call it a day for the day. We got about 8 minutes left. Your answers. Emily, put them up here. Number 6 for us. 85.984 and 76.267. Y'all okay with that? Very nice, very nice. Okay, we'll do 7 and 8 tomorrow, okay? We'll do 7 and 8 tomorrow. Or do y'all feel like we even need to do 7 and 8? Do y'all feel okay? Yeah, okay. So 7 and 8 can be extra problems if you need extra practice, okay? So if you want to put a star by 7 and 8, those are extra problems in case you need them to study, okay? All right, so tonight, and when is this homework due? Tomorrow is 1, 2, and 5, and then we will do the other ones in class because they're a little different, okay? Y'all good? All right.